Okay, so this is the first issue of the limited series that Marvel put out for the 40th. Well, this is the 40th anniversary version of it for the Transformers movie. This is the adaptation. I never read this in the UK because they brought it out as a special, a summer special, I believe, £1.75 for all 3 issues combined, which I don't think I ever saw. So in the comic in the Transformers, we just skip straight through to post movie. They changed the timeline apparently to 2006 rather than 2005 because I don't know if they'd already started it, but there was a thing called Target 2006, which basically was all about Galvatron and time travel and all this kind of stuff, and they skipped the timeline forward and all this kind of gubbins. And that was kind of when Marvel UK Transformers stuff was really kind of started hitting its stride because they were filling in a load of gaps for the American comics while they're waiting for those to come out. They were doing their own thing, and the Target 2006 stuff I remember being particularly good and explaining a lot of stuff that's kind of happening in the background that apparently we didn't see. Anyway, so this is a $4 comic, and it's thin as anything. I literally thought pages were missing. It's so thin. I thought it was there's nothing to it. Now, presumably this is because all of the adverts for Marvel stuff has been cut out, which is entirely possible. But they haven't been replaced by any other adverts because obviously people are advertising comics half as much now, even their own books, which is really weird. But for $4, this feels terrible. As for the adaptation, it's not great. It kind of does the job in the most basic of stuff, but it messes stuff up. The robots at the beginning of it don't transform. It gets around the shuttle. The shuttle's sucked in by Unicron. It doesn't just disappear, which means obviously we're not going to see a scene where he's fed to the Sharkticons later on. The entire first part of it is all messed up slightly. He's not wearing the right suit. That should be Cliffjumper, not Bumblebee. So yeah, if I'd have read this back in '86, it was fine. You'd have got the basic beats of the film. You'd obviously know about the battle between Prime and Megatron, and obviously the Matrix and all this kind of stuff going on, and the basic stuff. But as a beat for beat adaptation of the actual book, no, it's not great. I mean, we're already at Galvatron before in the first issue, which is kind of fair enough. But it kind of also reminds me that the artwork in it is somebody drawing the toys rather than drawing the characters. This seems to be kind of more of a thing, and especially the cover. The cover is so blocky and really out of proportion, in my opinion, and miscoloured. That it's just such a weird thing. So yeah, so I will be buying all 3 of these because I'm an idiot and I like wasting my money. But purely for collectability of having all the Skybound Transformer stuff. But will I be reading it? Probably, just to see what they miss out. But all in all, if you've never seen the Transformers movie, do not buy this for the sake of reading how the Transformers movie played out. Rent it or buy it, because this is not a true representation of the actual film itself. And the other thing, of course, being is it hasn't got the incredibly fantastic soundtrack that is actually in the film itself. Which, ironically enough, as I'm going through this, I can kind of hear each section being played in my head. So it does do that, I suppose. But I think I'll probably just go back and watch the movie. So there you go. But yeah, all in all, $4. Yeah, I'd rather have this been a 3-issue collected, have all 3 issues in one thing, and then done it that way around. That would probably make more sense. So there you go. Anyway, that's enough for now. So thanks for listening, and hopefully I will see you on another video very, very soon. Bye bye.